A quote I think about often is Mr. Rogers: "Look for helpers. You will always find people who are helping." I have been a quiet contributor in the past. However, now I feel called to be able to not only be a helper, but to better support those who are helping others.
Amen.
I come from a family that has a long history of public school teachers, firefighters, police officers. My parents worked for the county government for years. My grandma was on the county board, and now my sister is on the county board as well. I've gotten to grow up understanding the impact that these people have had on our day-to-day lives, and now I would like to be that help.
Yeah.
My first job at the city library introduced me to the value of community-centered work, where I was able to support the children's program and help lead our summer activities. I got to see firsthand how local institutions can positively impact our residents. After attending college in Stevens Point, I gained experience in Minneapolis working at Wells Fargo, where I helped develop workflows and improve department processing. I later returned to Wisconsin and joined UW Health, where my career has focused on evaluating systems, implementing best practices, and supporting staff through educational and operational improvement. In my current leadership role, I have contributed to system-wide workflows and helped implement multi-year improvement initiatives that required strategic planning, collaboration, and accountability. These experiences have strengthened my ability to analyze complex challenges, work with diverse stakeholders, and make thoughtful, informed decisions. I believe this background will allow me to effectively navigate city government, support city staff, and advocate for the long-term success and well-being of Fort Atkinson and its residents. I grew up in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, but have had family in this city for generations. We came to the city frequently as a child, and I grew up fishing across the river from the house that I would later buy. My sister has been a resident for over a decade, which gave me more opportunities to experience and appreciate this community. When the time was right, choosing to move to Fort Atkinson felt natural because of the strong sense of community and quality of life that the city offers. Now, nearly 3 years of living here, I am continually grateful to call Fort Atkinson my home. My connection to the city is both personal and long-standing, and I'm deeply invested in making sure that we continue success in our future. The role of City Council in a thriving community is to provide thoughtful leadership, set a clear vision, and ensure that decisions reflect both long-term goals and the needs of the residents. Fort Atkinson has a strong, comprehensive plan that was already created by our previous councils. That's going to outline a path for us through 2040, but the council's responsibility is to use that plan as a guide while remaining responsive to new opportunities and challenges. Equally important is serving as the bridge between residents and city government. The council should actively listen to the community and ensure those perspectives help shape priorities, funding decisions, and investments. Through responsible stewardship of resources, transparent decision-making, and accountability, the City Council helps ensure that the city continues to grow in a way that reflects the values and the goals of the people it serves. If I could change one thing right now, it would be the growing polarization in the public discourse. City Council is a non-partisan body, and its focus should be on serving the community, not advancing any political divisions. Our residents are best served when leaders work collaboratively, listen openly, and focus on practical solutions rather than our differences. In my professional role, I work with people from diverse backgrounds, perspectives, and communication style. I have found that respect is the most effective tool for building trust and finding common ground. By approaching conversations with respect and a shared commitment to our community, we can foster cooperation and make thoughtful decisions and ensure we are meeting the needs of all of our residents. My goal would be to help promote a culture of collaboration and mutual respect so City Council can be focused on what matters most, supporting and strengthening our community. My approach to budgeting and financial management is grounded in our long-term thinking, fiscal responsibility, and thoughtful decision-making. It is important that we prioritize investments that address our community's long-term needs, rather than relying on short-term fixes that may ultimately cost residents more. This includes being proactive with our infrastructure, maintenance, improvements, as delaying necessary work often leads to higher costs and greater challenges for us in the future. I believe City Council members play an important role in asking thoughtful questions and evaluating trade-offs and ensuring that decisions reflect both our strategic vision and the needs of residents. At the same time, I have respect for the expertise of city staff and our financial professionals. I believe a strong collaboration with them is essential to making sound, sustainable financial decisions. My goal is to help ensure Fort Atkinson remains fiscally strong while continuing to invest in the services and infrastructure that support a thriving community. City staff are dedicated professionals who perform complex and often challenging work to keep our community running smoothly. As the daughter of multiple community government workers, I understand they deserve the strong support from their elected official. My approach is rooted in respect, in recognition, and understanding. I believe it is important to recognize the contributions of every team member and acknowledge the meaningful progress is always collectively an effort. I will take the time to understand the roles and responsibilities of city staff so that I can better support their work and advocate for the resources and policies they need to successfully carry out the city's strategy. I also believe elected officials play an important role in fostering that positive workplace by promoting transparency, clear communication, and public understanding of the work being done. By helping the community understand how city staff collaborate across departments and with the county, the state, and federal partners, we can build trust and create an environment where staff feel valued, supported, and empowered to serve Fort Atkinson effectively. I am a naturally curious and thoughtful problem solver who is committed to understanding how our city systems work and how they impact the people that they serve. I believe effective leadership starts with listening, seeking out diverse perspectives, understanding community needs, and making decisions grounded in both data and real-world experience. I am also committed to being a responsible steward of our city resources, ensuring that they are used efficiently and in ways that strengthen our community. I bring a mindset focused on learning, collaboration, and long-term improvement to help our city continue to grow and thrive. By the end of my term, I hope to see Fort Atkinson continue building its strong momentum while remaining thoughtful and adaptable to the challenges facing our community. Our comprehensive plan provides an important roadmap through 2040, and I want to help ensure that we are actively using it while evaluating it through the lens of our current evolving economic, social, and community needs. I'm especially interested in maintaining the progress from the recent retail study and supporting responsible growth that strengthens our local economy and enhances our quality of life. I hope my impact will be grounded in listening, learning, and contributing thoughtful, community-focused decisions. While this will be my first role in government, I am committed to being engaged, approachable, and dedicated to the people of Fort Atkinson. Success to me would mean being able to help foster a community where neighbors support one another, decisions are made with transparency and care, and Fort Atkinson continues to be a place where people are proud to call home.